What if I told you I knew which team would win Super Bowl 59? That somehow I got my hands on the infamous NFL script just to flip to the last page and read who would be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy? Well, then I'd just be lying, because I don't know who's going to win Super Bowl 59. However, what if we could use numbers and data, years of information meticulously collected to make an eerily accurate prediction about which team will stand victorious in New Orleans? That'll be cool, right? Well, that's what I'm going to attempt to do. Look at these results. People are making free money betting on sports, making thousands every month. The secret? They're using OddsJam. OddsJam isn't just another betting app. It's turning the entire system in your favor. Here's how. OddsJam uses a strategy called arbitrage, finding odds differences across sports books. You bet both sides, and no matter the outcome, you will profit. Here's an example. If you put $500 on Boise State to win on FanDuel and $335 on their opponent, San Francisco on DraftKings, you're guaranteed to make $50, win or lose. It's that simple. With OddsJam's mobile app, you'll get real-time alerts on these opportunities every day. People are making thousands monthly. And to get you started, use code ASC for 35% off and a 7-day free trial. I guarantee you'll profit during the trial. And if you don't, cancel with one click. No questions asked. So don't leave money on the table. Go to oddsjam.com and use code ASC and start making money the smart way. So here's the thing about sports. They're complex. Like, no matter how much we love predictions and simulations, the game isn't played on paper. Injuries, fluke plays, and even weather can blow up the most sophisticated predictions. But as sports fans, we're obsessed with trying anyway. It's in our DNA. So, it got me thinking, is it even possible to make a truly accurate Super Bowl prediction based on solely numbers? Well, first, let's take a look at how the experts tried. So first, we have the Athletics projection model by Austin Mock. This thing is a statistical beast. It creates an offensive and defensive projection for every NFL team from a linear regression model that incorporates various metrics, such as expected points added and success rate. These projections, well, they estimate how many points each team would be expected to score and allow in a game against an average opponent at a neutral site. It then assigns a probability of how likely a team is to win a given game by adjusting for opponent and location. Taking into account each team's current record, health, and remaining schedule, it uses these game-by-game projections to simulate the rest of the season 100,000 times. So, with that, here's how it sees the top contenders for Super Bowl 59. According to their projections, it has the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs facing off in the Super Bowl, with the Chiefs' odds of winning at 23%. Sounds great, right? Well, except the same model last year was wrong. It had the 49ers winning Super Bowl 58. Spoiler alert, they didn't. Next is ESPN's Football Power Index, or FPI. It's another heavy hitter in the world of NFL analytics. It measures team strength, which is meant to be the best predictor of a team's performance going forward for the rest of the season. It also represents how many points above or below average a team is. These projected results are based on 10,000 simulations of the rest of the season using FPI, results to date, and the remaining schedule. So, using metrics like expected points added or EPA and situational analysis, it gives us its own predictions. And with theirs, they have the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens facing off in the Super Bowl, with the Detroit Lions taking the edge with 26%. Once again though, the FPI last year was wrong. It had the 49ers again as favorites last year. Noticing a theme yet? Finally, let's go to Vegas. The sportsbooks there, they've been doing this for decades, blending data, expert intuition, and betting trends. So, here's who they like for Super Bowl 59 at the time of making this video. Once again, they have the Lions and the Chiefs facing off in the final game, with the Lions taking the edge at plus 300. And last year, that's right, you guessed it, wrong again. They also had the 49ers as favorites. I guess the takeaway I'm trying to say is, if there's one lesson here, it's that predicting Super Bowl winners is impossibly difficult. Now, with that being said, will that stop me from making my own predictions? Absolutely not. So, to make my own Super Bowl 59 predictions, I'm going to rely on 4 key factors. Team success. The more a team wins in the regular season, the better their chances. It's pretty obvious. Offense versus defense. A balance of strong offense and defensive performances is crucial. Historic performance. While teams change yearly, their historical trajectory, it matters. And quarterback impact. Quarterbacks are integral to a team's success. Passing yards and efficiency metrics are key. So, let's start with team success. Regular season wins are a clear indicator of momentum. So this season, teams with 14 or more wins entering the playoffs include the Kansas City Chiefs, Minnesota Vikings, the Eagles, and the Detroit Lions. Over the course of this season, these teams consistently outperform the other teams and should enter the postseason with confidence. The key word is should. Next is offense. And based on Pro Football Focus's data, the top NFL offenses this year are the Ravens, the Lions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Packers. Top rushing offense was the Baltimore Ravens, the Eagles, and the Commanders. Now for defense, the top 10 scoring defenses currently in the playoffs include the Philadelphia Eagles, the Texans, and the Broncos. Now, historic performance. So looking at recent history, the Chiefs have made 5 straight AFC Championship appearances, and obviously they're 2 consecutive Super Bowl winners, going for a 3rd. The Eagles are just a few years removed from a Super Bowl appearance, and the Ravens, Bills, and Packers have consistently been a postseason threat. With the Packers, it's an exclamation mark because it's a new regime, new quarterback, but still, the organization consistently in the playoffs. And finally, quarterback. The top passer rating for quarterbacks who are in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, and Baker Mayfield. Now this one is interesting. Pocket time. This particular stat shows how long each quarterback has time in the pocket. According to Pro Football Focus, Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold have the luxury of extra seconds to make their plays. Now, using these criteria, the top 4 teams that have a fighter's chance are the Lions, who have the highest scoring offense in the NFL. I mean, just look at the Pro Bowl presence on offense. Quarterback Jared Goff, running back Jahmyr Gibbs, receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, tackle Penei Sewell, and center Frank Ragnow. My biggest question mark for the Lions, though, are the injuries. I mean, injuries have decimated Detroit's defense, with multiple starters lost to major injuries, from edges Aiden Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport to D-tackle McNeil and corner Davis. That put the Lions in high-scoring shootouts late in the year, giving up 34 points to the 49ers and 31 to the Packers in close wins. Next are the Ravens. With reigning MVP Lamar Jackson having his best season statistically as a pro in 2024, and a lot of that having to do with the addition of King Henry, Lamar would finish the season with 952 rushing yards, eclipsing Mike Vick as the leading rushing quarterback in NFL history. My biggest question mark for them is frankly one of the best kickers in the NFL. Justin Tucker had his worst season as a pro in 2024. He made a career low of 74.1% of his field goals, including just 6 of 11 from beyond 50 yards. My question is, can he get back to his more consistent ways? Or will the only remaining member of Baltimore's last Super Bowl winner prove a liability for this postseason? After that, we have the Eagles, the NFL's number 2 running attack, led by Pro Bowl back Saquon Barkley. I mean, only once in the NFL history has a player rushed as many times as Barkley has this season and averaged more yards than Adrian Peterson back in 2012. The biggest question mark I have for them is they've been running the ball so well that it has meant they've been passing the ball much less. The Eagles rank 29th in passing yards per game, with the 2nd highest sack rate in the league. The question is, if you can somehow contain Barkley on the ground, can the Eagles actually beat you through the air? And last but not least, the Chiefs. I mean, everything with the Chiefs starts and ends with Patrick Mahomes. With one of the most clutch quarterbacks in NFL history, paired with a future Hall of Fame coach playing in those frigid conditions in Kansas City, the Chiefs will be a difficult out as they chase an unprecedented 3rd straight Super Bowl victory. Biggest question mark for them. Although the Chiefs went 15-2 this season, they haven't really been dominant, leading the NFL with 11 comeback victories. I guess my question is, can they keep winning these close games? With all that being said and no further ado, the team I have winning the Super Bowl is the Carolina... I read the wrong script. That's for Super Bowl 60. Excuse me. The winner for Super Bowl 59 is the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, come on. They tick all the boxes: elite passing, a solid defense, and postseason experience. The most experienced postseason team out there. And I'd be a fool to go against Patrick Mahomes, man. That dude's just different. Here's the thing. Numbers can't measure heart, resilience, or luck. These are the wild cards that make the NFL so unpredictable. And at the end of the day, who knows? I might be dead wrong. But that's the beauty of the NFL, right? No matter what the numbers say, the outcome will always be decided on the field.